Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday the 21st day of March. Here we go. Today we're going to explain the difference between chametz and kitnios. Here's the basics. God in the Torah told the Jewish people that they should not eat leavened bread on Pesach, and that means anything. It could just be made of water and flour, but if it sits together in a certain amount of time, that even water and just flour together, if they're left together 18 minutes or more, then they can slowly start to ferment. Of course, if you throw in yeast and everything, it becomes chametz, but even without that, it could become chametz, and you're not allowed to eat that. From God commanded that in the Torah on Pesach. And therefore all things like bread, Cheerios, pretzels, macaroni, etc. are all biblically prohibited. Now, there's another category of stuff that was only rabbinically prohibited. The rabbi said that we shouldn't eat this stuff because it can be confused with chametz, and that's the category called kitnios. Now, that would be things like the rabbis saw, according to Ashkenazic custom, things like rice and corn and stuff like that. They said that those things could be turned into stuff that resembles bread, rice breads and corn breads, etc. And therefore they decided rabbinically that we should not allow people to eat that on Pesach either. And that's really where you feel the sting on Pesach, because that's what makes it that you can't have all your regular candies, because they have corn derivatives. Here's the biggie: I don't know if I'm saying it right, fructose corn sweetener, or high fructose corn sweetener. That's made from corn, and that fell under the category of corn bread, corn sweeteners, etc. And they, Ashkenazic Jews, don't eat that kind of stuff on Pesach. And that's why you won't be eating rice, and you won't be eating a lot of regular candy. The only kind of soda and candy that you'll be allowed to eat will be the ones that have pure sugar in them. And some of the companies like Coca-Cola actually, I think, switched their formula on Pesach to make it out of pure sugar. Some say it actually tastes better. Now, Sephardi Jews don't necessarily have all of these customs for kitnios, and therefore you will find some Sephardi Jews eating things like rice. They'll have some of the sweet stuff that Ashkenazic Jews are not allowed to eat, and that's because it was a rabbinic decree which some communities had upon themselves and some did not. So that's the deal with kitnios. Now lastly, there is something out there called quinoa. Quinoa looks like rice, it's a health food, but I think technically it's totally a vegetable, and therefore there are a lot of people who use that on Pesach, and it kind of tastes like rice, almost, with some imagination, and they eat that as their rice substitute on Pesach, and most rabbis are okay with that. It certainly is not a rice or a rice product. It's kind of like a vegetable, and you should speak to your local rabbi about whether it's okay for you to use that stuff. If you are going to use it, you have to check very carefully that there's no rice or wheat particles in it, because that would be more serious, especially if it was wheat. So that's the deal on quinoa, spelled or looks like it reads quinoa, but ask your rabbi if that's okay for you as a replacement for rice if you miss rice on Pesach. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.